Welcome into part 2 of BTC Beyond the Console. As you can see, we have another guest here. This is Sam from Samtastic Studios, Samtastic LLC. Go to this guy for all your video and audio needs. He does all this stuff for us, the screen behind us, the lights in front of us, the camera where you guys are watching from. It's great. We love it. Thank you, Sam.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So, first off, I know this is a game podcast, but I want to dive into kind of some of the details behind the camera, kind of what we do, the way we do things. How did you get into this production business?
Well, I guess you could say this is kind of an evolution just from wanting to work with the camera. Like when I was really young, like 12. Yeah, like 12, yeah. When I was really young, like 9, 10, 12, somewhere around there. I don't know, I always thought like the special effects in movies were like really cool. Because like back then is when like Star Wars and Harry Potter and Star Trek didn't use like the old Star Trek, like with like the original cast of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like just like the beaming up and down was really interesting, and the monsters, like there were people in costumes, but I still thought like that was really neat. And I guess the biggest thing that I walked away from, like, after watching an old series or anime, because I got into anime hardcore. So,
SAO?
Oh yeah, SAO. I mean, as that came.
But,
yeah.
Sorry, that's my favorite.
Dragon Ball Z primarily.
Okay, yeah.
Love Dragon Ball Z, and then a whole bunch of like the shorter series, like the 12-episode series, 20-some episode series. Like, I would just totally binge on those, and then after they were over, I'd be like, what is reality again?
Oh yeah, for
Sasuke!
sure.
And so I was just really interested with at least how I walked away from watching something, and it had like this huge like mental and emotional impact on me, and I'm like, I wonder if I can do that. So I got into cameras, and I started out with like this really basic little point and shoot camera.
Yeah.
That would limit you to 45 seconds. So I was doing Instagram videos before Instagram was cool. And so I would do those, and I wouldn't like write scripts or anything because I didn't understand that back then. I'm just doing whatever feels funny. But through that, it evolved. I learned cutscenes and editing and the timetables and scripts and all that.
Uh-huh.
And went in and started making YouTube videos. Couldn't make those though until I was 18, but I still named my first channel Super Schooler 16 because that's when I wanted to make them back when I was 16. My parents wouldn't let me.
But that's how the name came about.
Yeah.
You love the name.
Yeah, because I wanted it to match my email because my email was like Super Sam Dude, okay. And my mom's like, no, that's stupid. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, okay, I'm homeschooled.
No support.
I'm homeschooled. Let's name like Super Schooler. She's like, okay, that sounds fine. So I named it Super Schooler 16. And my whole, I guess, fan base, I called the Super Army. And that got kind of popular after a while. And after, I think, about 2 years, I had hit something like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers. And up until about like 3 years ago, when I like totally like stopped posting videos, basically, or just did a lot less, I capped out at about 8,000. And my main...
I was hoping you'd say 9,000. I was going to be like, it's over 9,000!
Never got to that. I was so sad. But my main viewership was off of this browser game called Good Game Empire. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of a strategy-based game. It was... you build up your castle, build up your troops. It's kind of like a Clash of Clans-ish style.
Like Age of Empires at all? Any relation there, or no?
I haven't played that, so I don't know. But
you go through like the civilization. You can upgrade through different medieval to like more Civil War type weapons.
It's kind of like that. Like not that in depth, but you can still like upgrade things really heavily.
Okay.
And like when the game first came out, max level you could reach was 40. I got to 40 after a while and made a whole bunch of tip videos, and they got like tens of thousands of views, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, because I was like one of like the only English speaking tutorial Good Game Empire players.
Oh, nice.
So I kind of had a little monopoly going there.
That was your little niche. That was my niche. Get in right there.
And so after, about a year or so of playing that, I'm like, all right, well, they bumped up the level cap. I've gone up a couple more levels. They've added some new things, but I'm just like, it's just not really doing it for me anymore. So I made like a goodbye video and like left the game for a while. Went and looked for other things to do. Found a couple different games. Like I played like the trial version of World of Warcraft.
Okay.
Did some videos on that. Just a couple random videos here and there. Then I came back, was like, hey guys, I'm back! Started playing for like another month, left again. I just can't do this. It's so boring. Why do you guys like this game?
You pulled them in just to push them back out again.
It was terrible. I thought I could get back into it, but it just wasn't happening. And then by that point, I had started like doing my like SAT prep and getting ready for college, doing my college courses. And I'm like, okay, YouTube is great, and I made money off of it. My first year, when I like actually got up, I monetized everything like right after I hit like 7,000 subscribers, and my number one most watched video right now is actually a kind of like a hack on Pixel Gun.
Okay.
And it was posted like 2 years ago. It's got like 1.5 million views right now.
Whoa.
And it was
got over 1 million views?
Yeah. It was literally just me grinding. I'm like, all right, guys, here's me. Like, here's how to get 1,000 coins from grinding at this one place on Pixel Gun. And I explained, like, my strategy. Like, I'm going around in a circle, I'm shooting that guy. When those guys, shooting those guys. And then when those guys spawn, I'm shooting those guys. And that causes it. And I kind of just, like, went around. Because I, like, legit binged on this, like, one survival mode for, like, 5 hours. And I'm like, oh, I got this down. And I was, like, just racking up the coins. And they fixed it now. Like, if you beat level 1, you got 1 coin. If you beat level 2, you got 2 coins. And just kept increasing like that. And that was awesome, because you could really load up. And I bought, like, all the Primo weapons and stuff. But they patched it now to where each level is just 1 coin. Yeah. So it was super lame. Super lame. But it's still getting views now, even though I've said, like, sorry guys, it's patched. It's still fun to go back and watch it, because I just put my camera in front of my tablet, and, like, you can see, like, my thumbs moving across the screen. It's, like, it's super poor quality, but people are still like, oh, this helped me so much, this is so awesome. And that kind of clicked with me, like, something that's popular doesn't have to be, like, the highest quality it can be.
Yeah.
Like, if it can connect with people, then it'll connect with people no matter what.
For sure.
And so I'm like, okay, I can kind of see myself getting into this more now. Like, I don't have to
cool.
Yeah, gaming's cool. I don't have to have like a Hollywood budget. And I just had a little bit more self-confidence, after $800 and 1.5 million views. Yeah, so awesome. Yeah, that was my first YouTube check. I got $800 and some off of that year.
That is really cool.
Yeah, my dad was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm playing video games and making money.
It's not just a game anymore, it's a job.
It's a job, yeah. It was a little part-time job. It was really cool.
But by the IRA, you technically have a job. It's no longer a hobby after $600.
Yeah, after $600, it was legit a job. So
and then they took like 33%, but
Yeah. It was
like, hey!
Yeah. But yeah, so that was... It was really fun, and it kind of, gave me this taste of what life could be like in the creative realm. And now I've kind of strayed away from games and gone more towards visual arts. So more like cinematics and actual movie making.
All right. Well, we kind of roped you back in, and now it's kind of a mix of both now.
Yeah, it is, because now it just ties into the podcast.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so it's been pretty fun.
Cool.
One thing I love now, and I would actually suggest this to anyone who's thinking about getting a drone, play Fortnite, go into your replays, and then like mess around with the droning.
Really? Is it pretty realistic to what a real drone is
like? It's very realistic, and it'll give you like a better mental understanding of when your drone is up there flying around, what you want to do. So if you guys like haven't bought a drone yet and you're really thinking about it, free download of Fortnite, play a couple rounds, do some stupid stuff, and fly your drone around and record it with OBS. That stuff's all free. Oh yeah, one thing I got really good at is finding free software. Torrents! So, but yeah.
As Chase would say, give us money.
Give us money.
Boom.
Boom.
That's
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, I mean, it sounds like you really got into that, and you're getting your degree then, right?
Yeah, I've got my associates now, and
Awesome.
I mean, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to get for the visual communications part of it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to college and getting a bachelor for business management.
Okay,
Since
sweet, man.
Samtastic LLC is business.
Yeah, that's your business. That's what you're doing. That's your main passion, isn't it? What? I know you said video. What's your main direction you want to head? What's the main type of things you want to end up?
I have no idea.
Just kind of making that as you go.
I'm doing pretty much anything and everything right now. Like, I never thought I'd be doing podcasts. And first thing I thought of doing was actually weddings, because I'm like, okay, people want photos for their weddings. So
You did my wedding. I loved it.
I did do his wedding, yeah. It was pretty good. Yeah, so it's kind of been like as it comes, a kind of a thing. Like, I got into photography a lot because I'm like, okay, video isn't that popular yet.
Yeah.
People want photos. So I went into photography. I learned a lot of the basics for like camera operation that helped like strengthen my skills a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was able to translate a lot of that over into video, and then that just helped strengthen the video part of my business more. But I've done plays, I've done reunions, I've done birthday parties. I've helped make a couple short films. I've done, podcasts, gaming videos, weddings, and it's been a bit of everything. Right now, my main niche is just getting into the weddings, just because that's mostly what's available right now.
Yeah.
And through like the years of me doing it unofficially, I've kind of built up a reputation slowly but surely.
Yeah. Well, right on, man. There you go. You gotta, you gotta find what you're passionate about, and when you go for it, it doesn't feel like a job when you're doing what you love.
Sometimes. I mean,
Sometimes you don't love it as much as...
but you're still working for people, like...
Yeah, and when it becomes a full-time job...
They gotta be happy.
Yeah, when you do things, like... When this podcast becomes my full-time job, when that happens, it's going to be stressful. And I'm going to be racking my brain. There's going to be so much more than just a video a week.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be so much we have to do. So much is already in the works. And, spoiler alert, I'm going to announce a new thing actually on this podcast towards the end that no one knows about. And I've been dwelling on it for about a month now, and I think it's about time to open that up to you guys as well as the public. It's going to be super cool. Anyway, but it's one of those things where when you start doing what you love, even though it's really stressful, it's something that you care about. You're not stressing about someone else's business. You're stressing about your own. And when you stress about your own business, it's a little easier to sit down and go, okay, I'll do this, rather than, giving up when it's someone else's heart and desire rather than your own.
Right. And, being a homeschooler, I'm going to probably say that a few more times. Being a homeschooler, you don't have too many social skills. Apart from stop touching my stuff or I'm going to end you. That doesn't translate very well into the real world.
I guess I would assume not. No.
So yeah, I was like super homeschooled until like my junior and senior year, and then I went to kind of like this congregation of homeschoolers, and like their parents each taught a subject, and that's how I got my high school degree. It was
Awesome.
from this like community-run school, which was it was a really cool experience, and I learned how to make friends and how to talk to people, and I learned that they thought I was weird. And
well, we don't think you're weird, Sam.
Nah, it's fine. I'm okay with being weird. It's a compliment at this point.
Yeah.
Just means I'm more creative.
Everybody's weird to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm weird to a lot of people, and that's just how it is. So, that's really cool. Thank for giving us an insight into how you came about and why you do this. And none of this would be possible, or at least not nearly as good of quality as what we have without you, so I appreciate that. Let's dive into your gaming. You do play games, and you have played games. You have a passion for games. We'll kind of go through it pretty quick because we're running out of time, but what was the first game that really sold you on This is amazing. I like this. I want to do this.
Oh, this is going to get you, because the whole time you were talking with Charles, all I could think of for my first game was this. It was Pokemon themed, and I loved Pokemon from like such an early era, because like that's like also something that got me into anime, because I don't know, I love cartoons, and I've made a couple of cartoons just because I love cartoons. And the first video game I ever had was actually from McDonald's. I think it was like McDonald's or Burger King, and it was this Pokédex shaped game, and literally the only thing you did was like battle with Pikachu and level him up.
And you just had like what, the 2 or 3 buttons, right?
That was it. You had like three or 4 buttons.
Oh my gosh.
And that was it. It's like you could name your Pikachu, and you could like battle, I think, like 4 other different Pokemon, like maybe the starters. Like you could battle like the other starters, and you like got him up to like level 10, and then like he evolved, and it's like congratulations, and that was it. But I'm like still like, oh, that's cool. I like Pokemon now. So it's like I collected all the cards, and I sold them. And actually last summer, I went absolutely nuts on eBay, collected like the original first edition, like 4 sets of Pokemon cards.
Wow.
Made sure like they were all like clean and like almost mints, and put them all in binders. And then I'm like, I have no money. And then I just ended up selling them. And through my calculations, I made like $100. Like, it took a lot of time, but like I made my money back. But yeah, it was actually a lot of money, and it was from someone like over in Australia. Like the Australians, oh my god, like
they got
like Max Mofo is like the epitome of like what all Australians hope to be with their collecting English cards and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if I probably sold some to him.
Wow. So Pokemon
or Leaf something. I don't know. He's a Pokemon over there too. Yeah.
So that was your end, Pokemon, from McDonald's.
Yeah, from McDonald's.
Give us money. So that's awesome, man. That was your first game. So where'd it go from there? What did you get, consoles, or did you jump straight to PC? Because I know you're a PC Master Race guy.
Oh yeah. After that, like, I got like this, like the old, like you need the little light to illuminate the screen Game Boy, and I think I played Pokemon Red on it.
Okay.
Pokemon Red or Blue. And there was actually a pretty big gap between that and then me getting into computers, because I had kind of a conflict of just gaming or like camera media. And after a while I was like, okay, I can go camera media road and build a computer and then play games on it. So, you know, PC Master Race. Awesome. So yeah, I did that, and I built my first computer. I named him Slate. Built him back in 2012, and I think I spent all of like $300 on him.
And you built it yourself?
I built it myself.
Wow.
And
how old were you at the time?
Well, what is it now? It's 2018, and
so 6 years ago.
I was 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
Built your first computer at 17. That's pretty cool.
So,
I still don't know how to build a computer.
That was fun. And that same year, or no, the year before that, I actually saved up, like, legit almost 200. No, it was over 200. It was like $180 for a Nintendo DSi. Because the DSi's has just been released, and I'm not gonna lie, I only bought it because it had Flip No Hatena on it. And for like the first 3 months, that's all I did was I just animated on my little DSi.
So $180 for just animating.
Yeah, and that's all I was interested in. I'm like, oh, anime, I've got to have that. Like that's yeah. So
well, hey, I mean, I mean, that's why they create things like that. You know, it appeals to a certain group of people, and they go for it.
Yeah. And I realized, like, I've always loved just the more creative side of things.
Yeah.
And not to brag or toot my own horn, but I eventually got so good in Flip No Hatena, I got up to number 34 in the U.S. I got up there. And
So creative. Did you ever play the game Spark?
Spark?
Yeah.
No. I played WarioWare, though. WarioWare was fun.
What's that about?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so WarioWare was... You could actually make, draw, and sort out the commands for your own mini games. And it was a mini game creation game. And it had a whole bunch of tutorials to like help you learn stuff. But yeah, you could like make little interactive games and stuff, and it was super fun, and it kind of just stressed my brain a little bit. Still worked with creativity more.
Man, you gotta look into Spark then, dude. You'd love it. Spark is a game that was released on. Oh man, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was the 360. No, I think it was the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Email me at BeyondTheConsoleQ.
Pretty new.
Yeah, and you can create anything from a side scroller to an RPG. You can create your own obstacles and load them up on the Spark store, and people can find them, use them, and then you get the way you level up is you get XP. You get XP from creating games, and you also get XP from creating objects. You also get XP if people play your game and use your objects in their game. Ooh. And so it's like all these people created all these different things, loaded it up on a store. You could go get them, like someone's like, I'm just going to make a wooden bench, and made a little wooden bench. You could go get that and put it into your game, and then they would get points and XP for you using their creative thing. And I mean, it's really easy to use, very simple. It really makes making a video game, if you want to get into that type of thing, super simple to understand. And you can get all the way down into dialogue and type out what the dialogue is supposed to be. You can enter the code. You can really get in depth with it if you want to, but it also can hold your hand if you'd rather that, and you can just draw lines of where you want the NPCs to walk rather than inputting code and trying to make them go. So it really goes from literally I just want to jump in, make a game within 5 minutes, to I'm going to make this super in-depth, like I want to try and make it as AAA as I can, game.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's really cool. I'm pretty sure they have it on computer too. You'd have to check that.
I know I just downloaded the what was it, the Source Filmmaker.
Oh, okay.
Just because I wanted to like mess around with that. I haven't touched it yet, but it's on my computer at home now.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm looking into making a video or two with that, because that seems pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you ever jumped into that side of things of making a video game, or helping, at least like trying to see if getting into the gaming industry of being not so much of playing the game, but rather creating the narrative and the way that cutscenes, the way the camera flies in through the cutscenes and doing all that stuff?
No, I haven't gotten that in depth to it. Like, I've played a couple different sandboxes where you can like manipulate the game mechanics and stuff and build your own worlds and stuff. But other than that, I haven't gotten too in depth with it.
That's not really been your thing?
No, like I thought about it for a while, like, oh, maybe making games would be fun, but I never really clicked.
Never jumped into that.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Like I said, I mean, different people, different things. They all like different stuff. So, from your PC, from when you built your built it, where did you go from there? What was some of your most, I guess, iconic moments that you can remember going, that was why I played games? Right there. That moment, that time in history, that's my experience.
I would have to say I was definitely an MMO kind of guy.
Okay.
Like, I would say, alright, so the only game that I played just for the storyline was Halo. Like, just all the Halos.
Yes.
Like,
oh yeah.
The Xbox, my dad bought himself an Xbox for his birthday, and then we got the Halos.
Did you play through them together?
Yeah, we did.
That's what me and my dad did. That's actually my iconic moment.
And then he beat them all by himself on Legendary. Like, he would just be like, alright, leave me alone for an hour.
Whoa.
And just all of them on Legendary. And it took him, like, forever.
Did he get all the skulls?
He did get all the skulls.
Right on.
And, like, unlocked that one, like, secret ending where, like, the Master Chief takes off his helmet. Surprise, another helmet.
Oh,
it was hilarious. Like, we both watched. He's like, Sam, come downstairs, I did it! And I'm like, oh, sweet. And they were both like, okay.
Yeah, you never see his face.
But
I couldn't be. I looked that up on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, man, forget this. So I looked it up, and then he removed it, and I thought it was a joke at first. I didn't think it was a real extra ending. I thought someone just like, oh, look, extra ending, and then just, CGI, like, moved it somewhere. But yeah, no, I mean, I got all the skulls on Legendary on Halo 3, but I didn't do the first 2.
Oh, yeah, and Halo 2 is my favorite, because, like, I feel like that was the one where, like, the story really expanded, and the dual wielding, oh gosh, I loved the dual wielding.
You're breaking my heart.
Reach is cool too, though.
My favorite was Halo 1,
Uh-huh.
then 3, then Reach, then 2.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
And then ODST, I dropped in first mission, couldn't find out where to go, and I said, I hate this, I quit. I took it back to GameStop that same day.
ODST was kind of fun, though.
I was a little stupid kid that wasn't, I don't know. I jumped in with, I'm not Master Chief, this isn't fun, I don't like this. And I just took it back. I didn't play it. Yeah. But that's cool that you and your dad played through them, and then he beat him on Legendary and got all the skulls and stuff like that.
And I played, like, the early, like, Spider-Man games.
Oh, yes. Where you couldn't go to the street.
Right.
Oh,
that's crazy. Oh my god, it was like the one with Dr. Octavius.
Yes.
Too. That was definitely my favorite. I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot Superman. I was all Xbox for a long time. So yeah, Xbox is where I played all my games, and then it went to PC. And on PC, I was straight FPS, like, for the longest time. Like, I played Minecraft for a while. Hate Minecraft. I love it. But I wanted to play with friends so bad. Didn't have any friends that played it. Tried to make friends online. Can't make friends online.
Not with Minecraft.
And just haven't played it forever.
I played Minecraft in the beginning when it came out on PlayStation. Or Xbox 360, actually, was my first real entrance into it. I named my character Obsidian Hood. Or not Obsidian Hood. Wow. Total brain fart there. That's your name. Orthos. I call him Orthos. Sorry. And so me and my friend Jacob got into the game, and I didn't have money at the time, and so I couldn't buy the game. But it was like you got an hour free trial to run around the map and do whatever you wanted. So I would run around the map for an hour, then I'd have to quit, reload it, and it didn't save anything. So I'd have to try and build it all again real quick. And I got really good at building everything I had that took me like a whole hour. I built it in 10 minutes because I just knew exactly where I need to go, what I need to grab, because nothing changed. Well, I finally bought it, and this is one of my iconic moments where I realized how much I loved games. I bought it, and I got home with me and my buddy.
Who's buying coffee again?
Charles!
Whoa! Oh,
so,
yeah.
I got home at about 6 o'clock at night, and me and him rushed downstairs. We put in the game, and we played it nonstop. One of us would keep playing while the other ran up and grabbed the food, came back down. And we played until noon the next day. Straight. Didn't go to bed.
Oh yeah, those were the best nights.
It was amazing. And all we did, we built a 10 by 3 foot hut, or block hut, right? 10 long, 3 high. Super small. We had 2 beds, we had a chest, and we just went to this one little mountain. And we're like, man, this game's so big, but we stayed at the one mountain, and we just tunneled all around. Finally found diamonds at about 4 in the morning. We went ecstatic. We found 2 diamonds. And then we were like being so careful trying to get back. We got up, we put the diamonds in the chest, we were so happy. But that next day, man, I kid you not, everything except for people looked like Minecraft blocks to me. My brain
it
focused.
does. Like, and then
it was nuts.
After a while, like, you get, like, your brain gets, like, in these, like, muscle habits.
Yes.
And back when I was super into Flippin' Lieutenant, I would do the same thing. I'd stay up so late. And eventually, when I was, like, writing something down on paper, I'm like, where's the undo button? And I would do that so much. And I would just be, like, writing something down, taking notes, and I'd screw something up or screw the spelling up, and I'd be like, oh, that's right. Okay. Flip the pencil over.
Yeah. I still do it, man. I'll be driving in the car, and Chase was in the back, and he started talking, and I have volume buttons on my steering wheel to turn up the speaker. I couldn't hear him, so I started turning up the speaker, and I'm like, oh my gosh. He goes, why are you turning up the speaker? I said, I thought it was my headset, and I was trying to turn your volume up because I'm used to talking over a headset. Don't judge me. You guys do it too. I know you guys do it too. It's crazy, you know, and you get so engrossed into a game, and it takes you to a new world, and it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
Games are cool, and it's not just game more, it's great. The whole multiplayer aspect, though, and the whole, how you were saying, staying up late and playing with friends, that kind of brings me to this new thing I want to try and get going. I would really like, maybe we'll probably start out once a month, just kind of see how it takes off, but I want to do a game night type thing.
Okay.
Where we do games, we get pizza, we meet up at a house, whether we bring TVs, dual TVs, and have 2 and 2, and we just, you know, do stupid stuff like 2v2 Halo, 2v2, you know, Call of Duty, just random dumb stuff with just a couple of us, you know, 4v4, I don't care. We record it, we load it up, you guys can watch and have fun with us, you know, and we just share that experience again, because you don't get that experience much. And
yeah, those little private LAN parties.
Exactly. You know, where if you think someone's screen cheating, you go grab that cardboard box, you stick it over the one guy's head, one sits on top, one's below it, and that's how you play. Because I get so mad at some of my friends when they'd screen cheat.
I feel like that so much,
too.
It
drove me nuts.
Oh my gosh. Because it's like, you can't not. Like, where are they? Oh, there they are.
I could not. I didn't do it. I played by the rules. It drove me nuts. But, I mean, it was fun. You know, in those times, if you want those again, you have to physically bring them back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, like Charles was saying, it's just not the same. And it never will be. But it's moving ahead, and in ways it's getting better. But it's that nostalgic feeling, again, of pizza, Mountain Dew, friends.
Mountain Dew Code Red.
Code Red.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
There we go.
You know, until 4 a.m, we won't have parents yelling at us to go to bed anymore. So that's
we're
nice.
Adults now! It'll be our wives!
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Unless we get Carly in on it.
Dude, she'd love it. Tetris Effect all the way.
Oh my god.
Yes! VR, Tetris Effect. It's going to be amazing. Put the water bottle down.
Have you ever seen the College Humor video of the Tetris gods?
Oh,
okay. It's hilarious. Whoever hasn't seen it right now, go look it up because it's probably the funniest video College Humor has ever put out.
They have enough views. Don't watch it right now. Wait till we're
finished.
finished.
Wait till we're done.
And if you watch them, at least comment.
It's also age restricted, so you got to be above 18 or older. I don't know why they age restricted it, but they did. It was like up for a week, and then they age restricted it.
Is this something we should be telling people to go watch?
I think it's just because
funny.
it triggered so many people.
YouTube puts age restrictions on so many things that are even like, I was watching.
Oh no, this is like from them. Like they age restricted
they did it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tired of all the squeakers getting on there.
Man, this has been fun. I've really enjoyed having you guys on here. It's a longer episode. I think it's been, you know, a 2-parter, and it's about probably 35 minutes each part. But hey, it's been fun. You know, thanks for everything you do. You know. Oh, wait.
Oh, we gotta go favorite game.
I was gonna say I just about skipped your favorite game.
Yeah. All right, favorite game was an FPS. It was online, and it was started by a whole bunch of college kids from, I think, Pennsylvania. Don't quote me on that. Uber Strike, if you've ever heard of it.
I've heard of Uber.
No. Uber Strike. And it was my blood and soul for like so long.
Really?
And I got so good at it, and I made my own clan, and we were in the forums, and we like competed and stuff. Like not that much, but
what'd you do?
What's
it about?
It's literally just FPS. Like that's it. And you can get a whole bunch of different weapons. You can get armor. So imagine Fortnite, but the skins you get are actually make a difference in game.
Okay.
and you could get different weapons and keep them that were stronger. You could make your loadouts, and you could rocket launch, but actually bounce. And it's funny because people figured that out really early on in the game. And if someone with like a really heavy armor set wanted to get a couple different places, they would rocket bounce, and it would just take off their armor. And eventually the game makers were like, oh, people are doing this. Let's actually make a rocket launcher for this. So they made a bounce rocket launcher. And then they had like bounce grenades. And it was so fun, and it was so fast-paced. And after you got like a route going around the map, because they had like probably 10, 12 different maps, and after a while, like, you just like knew the routes, and you were like, all right, I'm gonna start here, and by the time I get back around, this 100% health object is gonna be there. Pick it up, go back around, pop some more kids, health, pop some more kids, health. And it would just be like a constant stream. And if you got one of those streams down, then you would just own everyone, and everyone would hate you. And it was the best feeling in the world.
I was the kid that would hate you. I was not the kid that people hated. Or they said, you're hacking because you're so good. I was the kid yelling, you're hacking because you're too good.
And it is, like, so sad because, like, that is legit what brought the game down.
Really?
Yeah. There eventually were just so many people hacking, and these college kids, they didn't have the funds to, like, fight back on it and secure their game as well. And it's made on the Unity engine, so there's a couple hack clients for Unity that have been out for who knows how long. And eventually their servers just whittled down and down and down and down until there was just like one US server with like, I think like 3 matches on it at any one given time. And there was always someone hacking on one of those servers. And it just totally killed the game. And they got on Steam. They got on Steam, and they were on Steam for about 2 years. And eventually they took it off, and they were like, thank you for everyone who's been playing. You've all been great. And I'm just like, I know the pain now that all these other gamers are talking about of, man, why did this have to die?
Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Noob tubes, quick scopers. I went back a while, like a couple months ago, tried to play multiplayer. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it anymore.
Yeah, they've taken a lot of the multiplayers off.
You know, and the ones you get on there, it's all hack lobbies. Like, it's all super prestige, you know. And it's sad. But, in a sense, some games, in my opinion, deserve to die. And what I mean by that is, there's certain games that if you go back and you try and relive, it's not going to be the same, and you're going to ruin it for yourself. It's like if you went back to that McDonald's little handheld, you know, it's so much cooler right now in your head because of the time and the age that you were and the first game that you have ever played. It might ruin that nostalgia for you. So it's good for certain games to die. And maybe that was maybe not the case with Uber Strike. You know, maybe that's something that you're like, man, I really would enjoy that game right now. But there are a few games that I remember playing that if I went back now, it wouldn't do me any good. It'd probably ruin it for me. So some games are good to die. Some games are good to just be left in memory. And that's sad.
It's so sad. It's bittersweet.
It is. But that's, again, what makes it more than a game. It makes it a memory. It makes it, you know, something that we can hold on to, something we can grasp, you know? Rest in peace. I feel like there's sad music playing in the background for some reason. Hey, I know the guy that can make it happen.
Oh, yeah.
No, but it's been fun. And thank you for coming on and kind of explaining behind the scenes things that happen, talking about your gaming history, your favorite game, all that stuff. It's been a blast. And I've really, really had a lot of fun on this show. It's been a 2-parter. It's been double. And thank you for sticking it out this long. I get if you had to go and then come back and watch, because again, it's more like 2 episodes. But we appreciate it. You know, this is us saying thank you for not being super upset when we didn't post an episode last week. There was a lot of things, a wedding that was going on, just a lot of stuff happening that we couldn't really get down. We didn't have time. But we thank you guys for sticking it out. You guys are the best. The BTC gamers out there are amazing. We love you guys. And we'll see you guys next time.
Until then.